the loss. I know what it feels like to be laughed at. I know what it feels like to be embarrassed. I know what it feels like to fall off a bike on the first ride. I know what it feels like to lose. Yes, I know what it feels like. I know the pain of trying out something a lot of times but still don't get it right. And it's painful. I know what it feels like to spend a night in tears, to be accused of something I never did. I know what it feels like to give someone your all but yet still be taken advantage of. I know what it feels like to be alone and need someone to talk to and still find no one to talk to. I know what it feels like. I always believe that 95% of what happens to us is from the decisions we make. Yes, it's true that we will not always get something right. We will not always be happy. We will not always win. We will not always feel like doing what we are supposed to do. There will come a time when we will lose. Sometimes we might feel like we are not good enough, smart enough, talented enough. One thing I can tell you is that there is no another way other than trying again. Try again. Try again. Try. Reading a certain chapter more than 10 times isn't a bad thing because you get to be aware of the important points that you weren't aware of. Building a tunnel that collapses all the time isn't a bad thing because it helps you realize the single fault that you were not even aware of. Writing a song or a book that gets rejected 15 times is not a bad thing at all. This is a way of strengthening you. Applying for 10 different jobs and get rejected is not a bad thing. Ahead of you, there is something more difficult and more painful than that. You get to a point where you will be required to carry a building. It won't break you easily because you went through a lot that broke you hard. My point here is that repeating isn't bad. Falling is not wrong. Being worn out is not wrong. If you have to cry, cry. Cry. Yes, if it's painful, I said cry. It is a tough place, trust me. After crying, get all your stuff into place. Fix what was broken. Solve what was wrong. Pick up everything that fell. Dust everything that had dust on it. Join those puzzles and get a clear picture of what it is. I said get up. I believe that we are all capable of achieving what our heart desires. I believe that I can do it. I believe that you can do it. You got this. You can. Yes, you. You can. You are strong. You are the best. You got this. Go get what's yours. Here is a verse of the day. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16 says, "So we are not giving up. How could we? Even though on the outside it often looks like things are falling apart on us, on the inside where God is making new life, not a day goes by without His unfolding grace. These hard times are small potatoes compared to the coming good times, the lavish celebration prepared for us. There is far more here than meets the eye. The things we see now are here today, gone tomorrow, but the things we cannot see now will last forever."